welcome back to my YouTube channel. Myself cajoshikumar. In this video we are going to cover exit tax, and this is going to be a quick revision video. It is useful even if you're watching one day before the exams, and I request you guys to watch this video till the end. आपका काम हो जाएगा. So exit tax, we are dividing this chapter into two parts. One is practical and the other one is theory. Okay, first finish off the practical part. So how do you calculate exit tax? See, this is the format. Okay, you will take the fair market value of all the assets. जो भी ट्रस्ट में assets है उसका पूरा fair market value लेना, and then you deduct book value of your liabilities. जो भी book values हैं उसको deduct करना, and then the balance you get is accredited income. On this you will put a tax of 30% tax rate, 12% surcharge plus 4% education cess, which comes up to 34%. Understood? This is the ultimate format. Now we will go one step deeper. We will see what is fair market value of assets. Like different assets, there's a different way of calculating fair market value. Okay, so first here, if it is a quoted shares, matlab listed shares, so you will take the highest and lowest value of average of lowest and highest price on the valuation date. Okay, in case if that day is a holiday, then immediately next day. Done. Okay. Unquoted shares, here we are talking about unquoted shares other than equity. Okay, other than equity, unquoted shares, then you will take open market value. Okay, and then immovable property, कॉमन सेंस इमूवेबल प्रॉपर्टी को स्टैम्प ड्यूटी वैल्यू और ओपन मार्केट वैल्यू विच एवर इज हायर. ठीक है, एंड देन फॉर एनी अदर एसेट्स इट्स ओपन मार्केट वैल्यू अगेन. सो फॉर दिस थ्री इफ यू सी इट्स ओपन मार्केट वैल्यू. ओनली फॉर इमूवेबल प्रॉपर्टी यू शुड ऑल्सो कंसिडर स्टैम्प ड्यूटी वैल्यू. ओके, दिस वन इज अनकोटेड इक्विटी शेयर्स. सपोज यू आर इन्वेस्टिंग इन अ कंपनी विच इज नॉट अ लिस्टेड कंपनी. तो हाउ डू यू कैलकुलेट द फेयर मार्केट वैल्यू? तो फॉर दैट यू नीड टू कैलकुलेट द नेट वर्थ ऑफ दैट कंपनी इन विच यू इन्वेस्टेड. सो इफ यू सी द फॉर्मूला, A is book value of all the assets. ठीक है, other than B. You will take the book value of all assets other than B. B में कोई और assets भी है. Few assets are covered in B, for which you should calculate fair market value. What are those assets? Shares and securities, immovable property, jewelry, bullion, precious stone. For these assets, no, you should calculate fair market value. So यहाँ पे दोनों A and B is about assets. ठीक है, assets over. Now L talks about liabilities. You take book value of liabilities, but does not include the following. Net worth also, what you will do, assets minus liabilities you will take. You will not consider your capital and reserves and surplus. Correct? In the same way, assets minus liabilities is over. Okay, now when you are considering liabilities, you will not consider paid up share capital, dividend, provision for tax, provision for unascertained liabilities, and contingent liabilities. So these four you will not consider. Okay, now you got the net worth. उस नेटवर्थ आने के बाद यू शुड डिवाइड बाई टोटल पेड अप शेयर कैपिटल. ओके, एंड देन यू मल्टीप्लाई विथ हाउ मेनी शेयर्स दैट इज हेल्ड बाय ट्रस्ट. देन यू विल गेट द वैल्यू हेल्ड बाय ट्रस्ट. व्हाट इज द वैल्यू दैट इज हेल्ड बाय ट्रस्ट? ओके, सो इट्स नथिंग बट टिल हियर इट इज नेटवर्थ ओनली. ओके, you will get the net worth, divide by total number of shares, multiply by how many shares that you are holding. Then so that's how you calculate the fair market value for unquoted shares. Till here no assets का हो गया. Okay, so fair market value of assets is over. But remember, there is a note. There are three conditions where you should not consider the assets. Okay, first one, where the asset is acquired out of agricultural income. So if you have purchased any asset out of agricultural income, then you will not consider here. Matlab you will not consider that for tax purpose. Okay, you will not, if you're not including here, it doesn't come here and you will not put this tax. Understood? No? So agricultural income property is not included, or any asset which is, देखो ट्रस्ट क्रिएट पहले होता, उसके बाद रजिस्टर होता. सो क्रिएशन डेट से लेके रजिस्ट्रेशन डेट तक, इफ़ यू हैव परचेस्ड एनी एसेट इन बिटवीन दिस टू, and then even that asset also you should not consider. Date of creation of trust to the date of registration, if you have purchased anything, any asset acquired in between these dates, you will not consider that. Done. And then assets distributed. देखो आपका ट्रस्ट डिसोल्यूशन हो गया, your trust got closed. So you have an option that within 12 months transfer all your assets to another trust. Okay, if you transfer, well and good, you won't include that here. Okay, you will not take those assets for tax calculations. Understood? 12 months का date याद रखना. Okay, I'll explain that point later also. So we are completely done with the assets now. Now coming to liabilities. Liabilities is very simple. You will take book value only. जो भी तुम्हारे को बुक्स में दिख रहा है वो वैल्यू लेना, बट लायबिलिटीज़ में थोड़े चीज़ें इंक्लूड नहीं करते. जस्ट रिमेंबर दोस. जस्ट लाइक दैट, यू विल नॉट इंक्लूड कैपिटल, यू विल नॉट इंक्लूड रिजर्व्स एंड सरप्लस, यू विल नॉट इंक्लूड एनी प्रोविजन फॉर टैक्स, प्रोविजन फॉर अनसर्टेन लायबिलिटीज एंड कंटिजेंट लायबिलिटीज. You will not include these five. Okay, You have to remember this. Just like, how you're calculating net worth, like that only. While calculating net worth, capital and reserves you will not take. You will not take provisions, and contingent liability you will not consider that one. Okay, simple. So your practical part is done. So this is your practical part, and this is the ultimate format. पहले fair market value of assets लियो, minus book value of liabilities करो, and whatever gain that you're getting on that put tax. Okay, that is accredited income. Okay, it's not gain, it's called accredited income. Okay, and you will put the tax. Done. Now we will go to theory part. अब यहाँ तक आ भी गए ना, तो please hit subscribe and like. It means a lot for me. We are in the initial stages, and I'm not expecting much also. If I get 10 likes in this video, I'm happy. If 10 students are benefiting from this video, I'll be very happy. Okay, so let's see the theory part. Theory part also notes बहुत अच्छा है. ठीक है, just listen till the end. Accredited income shall be taxable. See, यहाँ पे we have seen how to calculate exit tax. Now we will see when are we supposed to put exit tax. What are the situations? Okay, so here there are 3 scenarios that are given. अगर ये 3 scenarios या 3 situations में आपको exit tax निकालना पड़ता, ठीक है. First and foremost is talking about merger. Your trust merged with another entity which is not a trust or which is having a different objects. Okay, merged into an entity not having similar objects and not registered under 12AB or 1023. Okay, वो दूसरा entity बन गया, तो you should calculate exit tax. Done. Next, non distribution of assets. यहाँ पे अपन क्या पढ़े थे, third point. So what I said here, if your trust got dissoluted, you have an option, right? Within 12 months you can transfer to another trust. If you're transferring, you will not take those assets into consideration. Okay, what if you don't transfer within 12 months? Trust, okay, I'll go here. See, this point is saying यहाँ पे trust dissolution हुआ, dissolution. Okay, you waited for 12 months. After 12 months also there was no transfer. Okay, 12 months time. After 12 months also the trust did not transfer its assets to another trust. Then what you will do? You will calculate exit tax here. Okay, now I will tell on which date you should calculate. I will tell you later. Okay, so you will wait for 12 months and you will see if the assets are still lying, then you should calculate exit tax. Done. Sure. And then the next point is conversion of trust into non-eligible form. What is non-eligible form? Registration cancel हो गया. Application for renewal के लिए they did not make an application only. Then ये modification of objects, they did not apply for fresh registration. Okay, and then they've applied but application got rejected. In all these cases you have to calculate exit tax. Okay, now on what date? See, here we have seen we should take the fair market value of all the assets. We saw now here you are taking fair market value of all the assets. Now on what date you should take the fair market value? Let's go. Say same situations. These are the situations. Okay, now the date is different for each and every situation. Now if you see for merger, here also we read about merger. In case of merger, it's date of merger. Okay, non-distribution of assets. Within 12 months you did not distribute. If you see here, you waited for 12 months and then you saw assets are still lying. Then you will go back to the date of dissolution. ये date का you will take the value. Whatever is the value of those assets on this date, on the date of dissolution, you will calculate that value. Perfect, no? Say date of dissolution, non-distribution case. And then the third case is what? Non-eligible form. Here also we read about non-eligible form. Understanding, no? That is how the notes is framed. It's easy. Read. See, non-eligible form, अगर registration cancel हो गया, then date of order of cancellation. Okay? Application for renewal not made. If application for renewal itself is not made, then the last date of making application. You will see what is the last date for making renewal. Then that day you will calculate the fair market value. And then अगर objects modify हो गए, then the date of modification. Done. Now this is, here we spoke about date. Now here we are talking when that exit tax to be paid to the central government. Same situations again. Here also you are talking about merger. Okay, in case of merger, no, you will take from the date of merger. ये date of merger हो गया, यहाँ से you will wait 14 days and you will pay exit tax. Okay, 14 days from the date of merger. Check. Non-distribution. Now non-distribution, again second point, date of expiry of such 12 months. After 12 months, see in this case, no, non-distribution case, you waited for 12 months. Now you are standing here. Okay, in you calculated valuation as on this date. Okay, value निकाला ये date से, but tax pay करेगा 14 days के बाद. यहाँ से 12 months के बाद 14 days लेगा. Within 14 days you have to pay to the government. Got it? Understood? Perfect. Non-distribution is only little complicated. If you use little common sense, it is easy only. अगर registration cancel हो गया या application rejected, listen carefully. Registration got cancelled or application got rejected. In these cases, no, SSC will have an option to make an appeal. Okay. Now, in case they did not make an appeal, then you will wait till ITAT appeal time expire. जब तक उसको अपील करने का टाइम है तब तक you will wait, and from there you will calculate 14 days to pay the tax. Understood? In case if he has made an appeal, then from the date of order, ITAT का order आएगा, उस दिन से 14 days के अंदर अंदर he has to pay tax. Understood? Perfect. Not applied for fresh registration, application for renewal not made. In this case, end of the previous year. Clear? So if exit tax is not paid, then interest 1% you have to pay per month or part of the month till the actual date of payment. Simple. Penalty is 1%. वो remember करना. यहाँ पे 14 days is important. And yeah. So exit tax is nothing but it's an additional to normal income tax. And then in case if you don't make the payment within 14 days, then principal officer and trustee and the trust, everyone will be deemed to be an SSC in default. Okay, so that is your exit tax. This notes you can find it in the Telegram channel. अगर यहाँ तक आ गए तो सब्सक्राइब मार के जाना. It gives me a lot of motivation and I'll be uploading more videos like this. See you all guys in another video. Thank you so much.